Hey guys, River the Ridger. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome to a video I did not want to have to make, but unfortunately, the truth has to come out, and yet again, it's the truth that Ubisoft is fucking garbage. So, this is probably titled something like, XDefiant Breakdown, or more accurately, I'll probably just title it something like Ubisoft is a joke, or XDefiant's a joke. Probably XDefiant is a joke. XDefiant is Ubisoft's worst joke. That's probably what it'll be. Something along those lines. Anyway, this is a breakdown of XDefiant. It's not a review because a review implies there to be like a score and for me to give a shit about the product, and I simply fucking don't. I don't care. You couldn't pay me to review this game. You could pay me to shit on it because I'm going to do that for free. So, if you want to pay me to do that, go ahead. But here we are. So this is a game I was excited for. This is a game that was headed up by God knows who. Let me check real quick. Couple of old Call of Duty devs. The only reason I was even interested in it to begin with was because of them. So, goes to show you can't trust those guys. You can't trust guys from the final because the final sucks too. And that's headed up by old Battlefield devs. Whoopsie. Let's see. XDefiant COD devs. That should come up with who's working on it. Okay. Who are the XDefiant developers? Okay. And the reason this is relevant is because of the gap in the market this is going to try to fill. Or rather, I should say oh, man. I should have just brought this up at a time. Okay, so we have Mark Rubin, who was he's the lead on XDefiant. So Mark Rubin, he was the producer for Call of Duty 4, so Modern Warfare 2, and Ghosts. So this guy's not a slouch. He's been around the block with shooters. He's done a couple of titles. Modern Warfare 1 and 2 received very well. Ghosts, middling reception, but genuinely a decent product. He got that game in a good state. Felt good to play. Let's see. Also, the guy on the cover of the first two games. Oh, that's neat. I forgot about that little piece of trivia. Okay, yeah. So Mark Rubin, Call of Duty, whatever. So the reason that's important is because he's clearly lost his fucking mind. He's suffering senility or something. Dude, please tell me you've made some investments over your career and you can just, take off. Tell me you have, some stock in, some toilet paper company and so you're set for life on dividends. I don't fucking know. But just go retire. You and the rest of the old guard, please leave, okay? This happened with Cliff Bleszinski. It happened with the Battlefield devs over at the finals. And it's now what's happening with Mark Rubin on XDefiant. Just because you guys made good games at one point in your career does not mean you can still put your foot down. You've become corporate. You're the old man in the room. You're the guy who's standing in the way of genuinely good developers. You're the fucking Phil Spencers, okay? You're the guy shutting down Hi-Fi Rush, which I'm pissed about, but that's a whole other topic. But point being, just get out of the way. Get out of gamers' way, okay? Get out of our way. Because there are people who want to make good games. Like the guys behind Hi-Fi Rush, right? The guys behind Baldur's Gate 3, right? The reason those games are good is because people like you weren't in the fucking way, in the producer's chair. And since you are the producer, since that would make you the head, right? That would make you the lead, right? So you should probably have a lot of say as to how the game is going, right? Because you were, I don't know, in a fucking video promoting it alongside another Call of Duty veteran who was like, yeah, we're making XDefiant. There was a video of this. Guys, go look it up. I'm not going to bring it up, but just go look up, XDefiant trailer developers. That's it. You'll see them. And it's just a thing. Okay. So with that out of the way, just the point being, the reason I was excited for this game was because the shooter genre is, for all intents and purposes, dead. It's been fucking dead for 4 years, right? The only thing that's been around has been Call of Duty, right? And that's only because of Warzone. Let's not kid ourselves. Nobody is playing Vanguard or Cold War or whatever. Cold War was kind of okay from what I hear. Some people liked it, but even then, I mean, yeah, apparently the zombies mode sucked, so it's But it's to that point where shooters, Battlefield's fucking gone. Call of Duty is just circling the drain still. Like, it's like, it just won't die, right? It won't go away because they just keep burning money to keep it alive and don't do anything innovative and don't do anything new and don't refresh the series. They're just doing reboots and shit now, and it's boring. I mean, we don't have any games like Gears of War, Army of Two, nothing like that. I mean, I can't think of anything. The most recent good shooter is BattleBit. Keep that in mind. The best shooter game recently has been BattleBit Remastered, a game that looks like Minecraft but plays like fucking Insurgency Light, or Battlefield Plus, in whichever way you want to think of it. So that's where we're at. That's why this game was important. Mainly because it's supposed to compete with Call of Duty. It's not competing with Battlefield because Battlefield's dead, But this is supposed to be like hey guys, remember when you could just hop into a lobby and just play and just shoot things and be fine, right? Okay, so it's not fine. It's not fine because this game has no identity. It's just an IP dump, right? It's just some free-to-play cash grab that Ubisoft came up with. It doesn't know what it wants to be, even though all it had to be was basically Call of Duty again. The closest thing I can relate this to is like Black Ops 3, because it's got guys, got some abilities, got an ultimate ability, cool. Like, great. What's wrong with that? Just lean into that, But yeah, no, so let's just go over this. So, first and foremost, we have a battle pass, right? With the usual filler crap. Emote, like, this is for, I guess, the intro scene, right? Or the ending screen. I don't know which. I don't know what screen this is for, but fuck it. Stupid. XP boosters, which we'll talk about, because Lord knows you're gonna need them. Let's see. Stars. Star emotes, right? Because this is a thing you can do. Now, you can hit the emote, but it really just pops up in, like, the kill feed in the top right, so, which just scrolls by immediately, so you're not getting anything. Skin camo for free, good. And then you have your typical coins in here, right? This is, you got some coins and whatnot, but you guys get it, like blue, fucking blue. And this is in the premium pass, by the way. You literally have to buy the pass to get access to a basic blue recolor of the LMG that does not work and you will not use. So, I mean, half of this content is useless because it's for shit that you will never use. Because the guns themselves are fucking useless. I mean, then you have stuff like this, it's like, wow, that's really nice, Except it's fucking 21. I mean, Jesus, let's look at my profile, shall we? So, I played this game for 6 hours? Let's call it 7. It's right there. We'll call it 7. 7 hours. You can see most of my time is in cleaners, by the way. So, I went through absolute hell because the cleaners have been nerfed since the closed tests, right? They've been nerfed into the ground. They're basically unplayable. The only usable guys right now, you don't even see that many DeadSec, because the only way anyone has DeadSec right now is if they either A, grinded their absolute ass off the second this was released, which it was released on a Tuesday, so that's not happening, or B, they spent money, because of course, it's an Ubisoft game, it's free to play, you're gonna pay for advantages, and yes, it's an advantage because DeadSec is the only faction that has access to a fucking spider, a robot spider that stops you from moving, stops you from shooting. It's not like a flashbang, it's just like, you're completely fucked. You just have to stand there and get shot in the face. Like, it's ridiculous. So yeah, 7 hours, guys. 7 hours, and my battle pass is at 13. Which means in order for me to have gotten up to this, I would need to... I mean, unless I use one of these boosters, which... Convenient, right? They have these boosters. I'm amazed that these are not... Like, are these sold in the store? Because if they're not, I would be amazed if they're not. But again, they're in the pass, so they don't have to be in the store. They're just in the pass. Okay, so, I mean, you can see, it's a pass, it's got some skins, it's got the usual bullshit, and this is the preseason. Like, I don't know why you're launching into a preseason. Why wouldn't you just launch with the fucking season? Why you launch this shit on a Tuesday with a preseason? What the fuck? Okay, so you go through all this, cool. You have enough coins in here to where you can get back the thing, so if I want to unlock this, it's 700 here, and there's 700 coins in the pass. But that means that if you buy the premium one, you actually don't get your coins back. You get enough for the next battle pass, but you don't get enough coins to actually do the thing. To actually, recoup your loss, which is something that Fortnite does and has been doing and is the only good battle pass so far. So why the fuck wouldn't you just copy and paste that, guys? Yeah, so this battle pass is stupid for several reasons, but the number one thing is, this is the MDR, alright? This is a gun that, all the other guns in the game get unlocked from a challenge, right? Of using another gun in that class. So if I'm using the ARs, right? We'll talk about this in a minute. But if I'm using an AR, I use that AR, I get a certain amount of kills or headshots with it, it unlocks a different AR. Cool. That's kind of fun. That makes sense. Gets everything unlocked in a timely manner, but it's not just simple XP game. But the problem is the MDR is at level 10 in the Battle Pass. What do we see? 12 tier skips. So you can either wait to get the MDR, which, by the way, is a shit weapon and no one uses because it's a shit weapon. But yeah, they just... It's crap. But the point being is you see this and it's like, oh, it's free. Okay, cool. But you still have to get to level 10, which means you still have to play like 3-4 hours before you can get that. But even assuming, I mean, let's assume you use one of these passes. This gives you a 40-minute duration of... increases the amount. So that's the fun thing, is it increases the amount. You cannot activate a booster from this screen, by the way. It can only be activated once you're actually in a lobby, so I can't even show you guys that bullshit feature. Let's see. We got challenges. Useless fucking challenges. So you can see, I played 7 hours this game and didn't unlock DedSec. Like, you have to play basically 10 hours of this game to unlock the unlockable faction. Or, you can give them $10 and unlock it now. If we unlock it now, we can get this. So, let's see. In this, we get Sebastian, who is the DedSec guy, right? 1. These are all cosmetic, by the way. They are not different characters, even though they look very different. They are just cosmetics. They're just skins. Why? I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't assign each of them a different role within the group, which could be interesting, which could be different, considering you have different gear sets. And then that way, if somebody sees, hey, there's the orange cleaner, I know to watch out for him because he has this ability. No, you could have one of 2 abilities. You never fucking know which one until he uses it for the first time in the match. And then he can change it halfway through the match. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. So you get the DedSec faction, right? But then here, you can spend $25 for this. $25. So here's all the challenges, right? So this is all the challenges in the entire game right now. I have completed 86% of them. The only ones I didn't complete were for these because I could not be fucked to get 100 kills while using the digital ghillie suit. That's the invisibility for the Echelon faction, right? I needed 96 more of those, which meant that I had to go invisible and shoot somebody and hope that my gun would be damaging enough to actually kill them. I guess within the time limit of that. I don't know. It's fucked. This one's fun because it's not just heal friendlies, which the healer should be doing, which your equipment is facilitating. No. It's specifically with the equipment. So this takes even longer, right? But these are also the only 2 playable factions of the game right now. The other ones are useless, other than DedSec, who has the stupid spider drone. And then you got your dailies, right? Dailies to get... Here's the stupid part, right? We got dailies to get XP, which I assume goes into the Battle Pass, unless the Battle Pass is different from something. I don't know. There's this player level up here. You guys can't see the player level. There's a player level up here. Hang on, let me just fucking... 2 seconds. Yeah. So up here, there's like a player level, which means nothing. It has no point, right? Let's look at the career stats. Nothing. There's not even a career stat for your player level listed. Player customization, there are no unlockable cards, really. I mean, I got this one because the game was like, hey, go to your Ubisoft Connect and get this for free. Cool. Great. You know, awesome. So you just gave that to everybody. Useless. This is from the Battle Pass, right? Where's the unlockable stuff? Where's the content in the game to make me want to play? Look at all of this. Look at how many fucking, like, player animations there are. And I can't see any of them. You're not even showing me any of them to make me enticed by them. A whole missing page of emojis where I can't even see what they are. But why? Right? The only unlockable content in this entire fucking game, let me show you. The only unlockable content in this game comes from this. You go here, here's your attachments, here's your skins. No skins. Why? Skins are cosmetics that you buy. You get them out of the pass, you buy them from the store, right? Those kind of skins, right? Mastery. There are 3 mastery camos in this game. 3 total on each weapon, and I guess maybe there's a hidden one if you get all gold, which I don't know anyone who would put themselves through the hell of doing that, because look at how long it takes to get one of these. Also, the fact that these are all the same skin. They are literally the same skin, just a different color. There is nothing, like there's nothing cool about it. There's nothing different about it. It's literally just the cheapest option they could possibly go for a mastery skin. Why is it that in BattleBit, each weapon, including the pistols, has like 3,000 kills you can get for it? And every like 200, 500, whatever kills, right? There's like 20 different skins. Some of them are simple colors, right? Blue, green, red, pink, right? Some of them are camo patterns with that same scheme of blue, red, green, pink, but different, like, you know, bits of white thrown in there, urban camos, digital camos, mixing, matching on the same weapon, by the way, in BattleBit, same fucking weapon. That was a game made over 7 years by 3 people. And it has more content for a $15 game. At least I believe it's still $15. They may raise the price. I don't know. I raised the price. Anyway, so these are pretty straightforward. You progress the weapon, right? You level the weapon up 100 fucking times. Guys, I have played with this M16. My god, man. Like, the M16 is level 4. Like, look at this. Look at the XP you have to get for it. 14,000 to get it from level 4 to level 5. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? You know? Like, career stats, you can check it. There are no career stats for how much you killed anybody with a particular weapon. There are no stats for that. So, this is what I don't understand. Is all of this content hidden in the first season? This is another fun thing. So, some of these weapons, you would want, like, say, okay, if we want the AA-12, but it only has 8 rounds, so we want to max out the magazine because it's a full auto shotgun and we're basically going to dump the mag every time, right? Okay, cool. So we go to magazine. What can we get? At level 11. 11, mind you. And I was using this a lot. This is my most leveled gun, is 5 levels into this, right? Almost 6. It still takes until level 11 before you get the quick mag, which gives you a 15% reload speed. It's not a double mag that gives you like 50% reload. No. 15%. With like, okay, sure. The lightweight mag, which gives you 10% reload speed and 4 extra magazines, thus making this entirely pointless. Once you move past the quick mag, you are only going to use the light mag, because it's objectively better, even though you lose 5% of the reload speed and you lose 2.5% movement speed. Just a little smidgen of movement speed. What's the point? You get to the extended mag. Now you have 12 rounds. Wow, it's you know, plus 12 magazine size. Holy shit. That's pretty big. That's like, you know, let's assume that they mean like, oh, we're doubling the size. So if it's 8, then it's going up to 20 rounds or something, or it's, you know, even if it's only going to 12 rounds, that's still quite a few rounds, right? And then you get to the fast mag and you completely dump off the extended mag. But again, by the time you get to this, level 40, guys, level 40 on the weapon, these weapons top out at like 50. Look at all the attachments. That's like the highest attachment on it. 41, 39, 41. 41 is the last attachment you'll get for this, and it's just a fucking pistol grip. There are only 41 attachments, which means the second you finally get access to the best magazine, the fast mag, right? Which has a pretty good reload speed, and makes the weapon genuinely not a chore to use, you are immediately done. One more level, you get the pistol grip, and then you stop. And then you just stop. Why? You move on to the other weapons to unlock their shit, because, oh boy, every one of them is going to have multi-level things. 19 levels in this, guys. 19 levels for a freaking handgun that takes a minimum of 2 shots. This is the most powerful handgun in the game, by the way. The most powerful handgun in the game. And it takes a minimum of 2 shots. You can't even headshot somebody with this thing. Which is why I say, this game, it doesn't know what it wants to be. It can't pick if it wants to be Call of Duty or Overwatch. And it doesn't make any sense. Like, just, you could have just picked one, right? So, the weapons are fucked, right? We saw that. There's nothing to unlock for the weapons. There are no camos in this game whatsoever. There's... God, let's see. Basically, let's run down all the weapons first, just to knock it out of the way. The M16 is good, the MDR doesn't work, the M4 is okay, the AK-47 is good, the ACR is usable, it's pretty accurate, but other than that, not particularly damaging. But yeah, no, that's about it. SMGs. The Vector is good, but burns all of its ammo, so you have to basically dump the entire magazine every time you want one kill. Count them, one kill, not two. You're never getting 2 kills with this thing on base magazine. Alright? P90 is objectively the best thing in the game because it has a giant magazine. You can spray people down with it. MP7 is pretty steady, and then the MP5 also steady. So this whole game is basically just assault rifles and SMGs. The shotguns, double barrel. There is no way to increase the reload speed, so you're pretty fucked there because you only have 2 rounds, and so you need to reload those 2 rounds, and you basically have to dump both every time you want to kill, right? Because getting a one-tap kill with the double barrel is next to impossible. So yeah, you're pretty fucked there. Let's see. The AA-12, again, you have to dump basically the whole mag, and I've had times where I've dumped the whole mag into somebody and they've shot me in the face and walked away laughing. That is both a hit registration issue and a who the fuck am I fighting issue, because if you're fighting the Phantoms or the healers with this, they're gonna laugh at you, because the Phantoms, if you go 1v1 with them, they have 20 extra health, which means that you're pretty fucked, right? The healers, they're out healing you while you're shooting them, so you get fucked. The M870 is not bad, just very situational. The range isn't great. The LMGs, totally and utterly useless. I never see anyone run any one of these. You would think there's a class with the Phantoms, right? The Phantom faction has shields. You would think, throw down the shield, lay down cover with the LMG, right? No, it doesn't work. This thing does fucking tiddlywinks of damage. It is so bad. The fire rate's shit, the reload speed is shit, the damage is shit. This entire class of weapon, get it out of your head. It's gone. Marksman, I didn't even bother to use the SVD, so I can't speak on that one. But, you know, look at the stats. It's the same fucking weapon. Like, look at the stats. There's nothing different. So, yeah. The MK, this is really good on the cleaners. This is about the only thing that actually works for the cleaners, other than barrel stuffing somebody with the AA-12. This is about it. Because you can 2-tap people with this. You can just go boop, boop, on a normal enemy, and usually just 2 chest shots. Don't even have to hit them in the head. Just 2 chest shots, because you have the extra burn damage on the cleaners. But I wouldn't use it on any other faction. It's pretty fucking shit compared to the snipers, which will basically one-shot anybody's chest every time, no matter which one you use. They're basically the same. Okay, pistols. The M9 is garbage. The D50 is good. The 1911 I didn't even bother to use, but needless to say, it has 7 rounds. You're gonna get fucked with that. The Magnum has a terrible fire rate. It only holds 6 rounds, so you're gonna get fucked with that one, too. So the 93R is basically your only option. Unless you want to just hate yourself and use the M9, or if you're having fun and you just want to point people with the D50 because it sounds, pretty beefy in this game. That's about it. Let's see, grenades. There are only 5 grenade types. There is the sticky, the proximity. You guys have seen all this before in Call of Duty. We know this. Each of these actually work, except the proximity mine. People can literally sprint right past it, and as long as they keep sprinting, they will get out of the blast zone. It just works. It just works. Let's see, sticky grenade, kind of useless. Flashbang, good. Frag, good. EMP, very helpful to shut people's abilities down. That's about all it's good for. Yeah. Oh, also, just quick note, since we're on the weapons. These are basically airsoft guns. Like, they don't feel beefy. They don't feel right. They don't look right. There is something wrong with the way they have, designed them, textured them, the sound of them. I don't know. But overall, they just don't feel impactful. They don't feel like a gun. They feel like an imitation of a gun. This is like if somebody was given the schematics of an M16, was told what it approximately should be sounding like. Not like, oh, it should be this loud. No. An analogy for what it sounds like. Oh, this sounds like, a bunch of bees, stabbing into a tin can or some shit, right? Basically, that must have been how they designed these weapons, because there's no fucking way you guys did any amount of research in this. Your audio engineers didn't, your texture artists didn't, just no, the animation team didn't, because these are slow, shitty animations from supposedly trained military operators. I don't understand. So yeah, basically the weapons are dog shit. That's just one aspect of the game where, I mean, if you want to play this game, you are very much forced to assault rifles and SMGs only. And out of the assault rifles, you only have, basically, the M16 if you want burst damage. The AK is the same as the M4, just steadier, so you might as well just use the AK. And then the ACR is basically the same as the AK, but even more steady. So if you want something between an AK and an M16, you go with the ACR. So out of 5 guns here, only 3 are usable. Out of 4 guns here, I'd say only 3 are usable. The Vector, I wouldn't trust it. The shotgun class, only the AA-12 is really viable. The LMGs are all useless. The marksman, you only really need the MK, so the other half is useless. And the snipers are actually useful. But that only encourages people to run around in quickscope like we're in a fucking COD lobby from 2010. Except we don't have any of the map design, the guns, anything that actually makes you feel like you're in a COD lobby from 2010. Okay, so that's enough of this bullshit. Also, they give you 10 custom loadouts. I don't know why. Why? You don't have enough guns in this game. You don't have enough equipment in this game for me to need multiple extra loadouts. I did every class of weapon, and I still have 4 left over. Like, whatever. Okay, so on to the store. This is another part of the game that is just dog shit, right? This is dog shit. The Phantoms bundle. Ooh, what do you get in the Phantoms bundle? $30 fucking dollars. Which, of course, they say 29, right? Because they can't say 3,000. No, that's a scary number. We'll say 29, right? So, we get this redone gun. Sure, cool. It looks great. Why not? This skin is good. This skin is good. And then you get this crap, which is entirely useless. When the fuck are developers, specifically corporate AAA developers, going to understand we don't care about this shit? We don't care about custom kill cam overlays. We don't care about emotes and trinkets and profile pictures. That's not content. That's not real work. This is stupid shit. Okay? And whoever made this, I would be embarrassed for this to be in your portfolio. Because this will be associated with a game that's crap and dies in a month. Come on, man. So yeah, so basically we can look at this as each of these is supposedly $10. The average cost here is $10 fucking dollars. And it's limited time, by the way. This bundle is available only for the next 3 days. So is this, so is this, so is this. The Founders Pack. 70 fucking... What do you get for $70? You get 50 coins, right? Or, I'm sorry, you get 5,000 coins. $50 worth of coins, right? Because it's a 1 to 1,000 thing or whatever the fuck, right? It's a 1 to 100, right? So $50 of this is coins. The other 20 is supposedly skins. This is useless, it doesn't count. This is useless, it doesn't count. This is okay, this is okay. So basically they're making you think you're getting a deal when you're actually not, right? Oh, $70, wow, cool. You get, and you get all 4 year 1 factions when released. So basically, they're promising you content for a game that may not even be active by the time that this year 1 is supposed to be completed. So, what? Am I going to be given a refund? If the game server shut down, are you going to offer refunds? Because this could be false advertising. This could actually be taken to court if somebody wanted to. If they had the time and the money and a decent fucking lawyer, they could sue the shit out of Ubisoft for this, when inevitably this game is shut down within 12 months, and they don't deliver on the rest of the content, and they don't offer a refund. Because you know they're not going to. You know buried somewhere in that end-user license bullshit is some clause to save their ass about refunds, right? $70 fucking dollars. Get out of my fucking site. And all these are the same thing. It's just less of the thing. I mean, this one's a joke. $40 for this one, right? And you get these 2 things. And you get some coins. Okay, what can you do with these X coins? What are the X coins for? Oh, they're for the rest of the shop. Because, of course, all the actual good content you want is not unlockable, right? There's not even a grind associated with these. You can't even grind for the... I wouldn't have such a problem with this if this $8 fuck-off skin was like, hey, if you do this much playtime with this character, you'll get this skin, right? Paladins is free to play. And that fucking game has better microtransactions with skins than this does. And that's a fucking cartoon fantasy version of Overwatch. You know, actually, Overwatch is a Blizzard sci-fi version of Paladins, because Paladins came first, but sure. Anyway, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Undercover for the MP7. What's the skin? What is it? These three little dots, like Splinter Cell reference? Is that it? For $8 fucking dollars? Guys, look at this. This is $8. This is $8. This is $8. Nothing makes sense. Economically, none of this makes sense. How can this supposedly be the same amount of money as this? It doesn't make sense at all. Look at it. Look at it. Am I insane? This clearly takes more time to texture than this did. Libertad, $6. $6 for a fucking flaming Cuban fucking thing. Like, really? For a kill cam. So that when I kill somebody, this pops up in their face. And when I get play the game, which is once in a goddamn, like century, people look at this particular screen. Useless. Cyber Commando. What is this? Okay. This is pretty cool. $10. Gun. Whatever. But again, I mean, think about it. Think about it, guys. Think about it. They give you 5,000 coins here. If you buy this, this, and this, over half of your coins are gone already. And you'll have to wait. And there's limited, look at this, daily items. Daily items. They're going to rotate these every day. There's going to be different shit in the shop. So you have to basically sit there and go, well, I didn't buy it now, so I got to wait. So you have to wait to see if it's going to come back at all. Right? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. But let's look at the X coins thing. So here's the kicker, right? Here's the kicker. Like, do you remember I said, hey, they're scared of that 30 number, right? 2,900. The reason they are is it's manipulation. It's just more Skinner box manipulation. Look at this shit. Look. Oh, I just want to get that one thing. Okay, I need 2,900 credits. Okay, cool. How do I get 2,900? What's the best deal? Ooh, this includes a bonus 100 credits. These are never bonuses. This is not a bonus. They're not giving you something extra, right? Okay? They're not giving you an extra dipping sauce with your McNuggets, okay? That's not how it works. Most popular, best value. Of course, the best value costs $100 fucking dollars. And I would have no opposition to any of this if your store was priced accordingly, and if there were actual things to unlock in the game. You cannot have a store and not give regular players something to unlock. Oh, but you have the mastery skins. Yes, the mastery skins that will take, if I want the gold mastery skin, it takes 100 fucking levels to get to. I've been playing for 7 hours. And granted, I jumped between guns, but even if I made a concerted effort, with Battle Pass boosts, with Weapon XP boosts, this game would still be a fucking slog. Because you're incentivized to skip the grind. You can't skip the mastery grind, but you can just go to the store and buy a cooler looking gun. Why would you want your AK-47 to be gold or silver or bronze when it can look like this? Wouldn't this be so cool? Wow, you want this. $10, please. Fucking ridiculous. Game's a joke. This game is a fucking joke. It is Ubisoft's worst joke to date. It's garbage. Let's talk factions. Okay, so you have the cleaners, right? Cleaners. Flamethrower guys, right? So they have the Purifier. That's their ultimate, which has bad hit registration, and if you're fighting a Libertad guy, Libertad are the healers in this game, who self-heal continuously. It's a passive thing for them. Which means that if you use the healers, or if you use the cleaner's ultimate ability against the healers, guess what's going to happen? They're going to laugh at you. Because if it does not kill them immediately, they actually get a chance to shoot you in the face. They'll still burn afterwards. But the fact that they can survive long enough to shoot you is fucking disgusting. The incinerator drone. This is good, except it flies in a straight line, does not adjust its elevation, so if you throw this thing, let's say you're throwing it at some stairs, it flies straight into the stairs. It doesn't care. It doesn't go up the stairs. They couldn't bother to program that in. It doesn't even go upstairs. It doesn't go up over. It doesn't even reshape itself. So if you throw this thing too close to a wall, guess what? Poof, it's gone. You can kill yourself with this incinerator drone, which I know. How the fuck would a guy that like how would he be able to burn himself if he's wearing a fucking suit that's flame retardant? Don't question it, because when you do, you're just gonna get as annoyed as I am. It doesn't make any mechanical sense at all. Firebomb. This is the only usable one. So the incinerator is okay, but people dodge it because they can hear you winding it up. You never get an even shot to use this thing straight down on somebody's objective and burn them out. This is a much better option. Why? It's a circle around you. You take a Molotov, you throw it at your feet, it bursts out in a circle. So basically, you can just hold, and you can't hold the incinerator drone. Actually, you can. But actually, no. You can hold the incinerator drone. You can't hold the firebomb. So you actually have to time it too. So it's a skill thing. So I have to time this to run into your face, hope you miss your shots, and then throw it on the ground and kill you, or use it to clear out a zone. The fire they put down, by the way, only lasts about 4 seconds. You'd think these guys would be all over area denial, but they're not. Incendiary rounds. Oh, it inflicts extra burn damage, but decreases weapon range. You know what that means? It doesn't do any extra damage then, does it? Because by reducing your range profile, it limits you to close range only, which everyone else will just kick your ass in because they have a Libertad who at close range can heal themselves and just say fuck you. These incendiary rounds don't do shit, by the way, against the Libertad. They passively out-heal all the damage. The Phantoms are up next. These guys, the only fun thing in their entire kit is this Blitz Shield. It is the stupidest fucking thing ever, and I think it should be a toggle. It shouldn't even have a cooldown. It should be a toggle of, I want the shield out, I want the shield in. And even then, it's just a piece of shit. But it's funny to take this thing and run at people and smack them in the head with it. It takes 2 hits, by the way. You don't just get to walk up and whap somebody. Then what's the point of the shield, right? Remember, this is a guy that worked, Mark Rubin, producer of this. He worked on Call of Duty Modern Warfare. He worked on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. He was well aware of riot shields. He worked on Ghost. They had riot shields and Ghost, for God's sake. And you're telling those ones would one hit. What the fuck? The mag barrier is kind of the mag barrier and the Aegis are pretty useless because basically all someone's going to do is just let you stand there and wait for it to run out. No one is going to challenge your Aegis or even attempt to break it because it just has so much ridiculous amount of health that why bother. The mag barrier, same thing. Unless you have 3 other guys next to you and you all fire at once, this thing's going to take over a mag of no matter what weapon you do. Like, the only thing that wouldn't would be an LMG. The Harden trait is good because it gives you 20 extra health, but okay, and in a game like this, it doesn't really matter if you have 20 extra health or not. That's maybe a cheap ass-saving maneuver in one fight, and then somebody runs up and kills you anyway. So you maybe get 1 kill out of it. That's about it. The Libertad. These are, without a doubt, the most bullshit broken thing. They're not as bad as the Fanatics. So in the closed test, they had a group that was basically exactly the same thing, but they were the Fanatics, and they were so fucking good that everyone everywhere played them. Everyone still plays the Libertad, but you can actually kill the Libertad. You could not kill the Fanatics. It was, like, literally impossible. So these guys, they have, deploy the healing, the Medico backpack. So this doubles their health pool and continuously heals them while they're standing in this fucking, radius, right? That's their ultimate. So it makes them basically invincible. Even more so than they already were. The Vital Boost, that boosts their health regen and their passive regen to everybody else around them, right? So that's just an ass-saving maneuver of, I'm gonna fight. If you pop this, you can pop this before going into a gunfight and basically guarantee you're gonna win. You can literally say, oh, there's a guy around this corner. I'm gonna pop this as I turn the corner and then start shooting. Why? Because he'll have to dump half his mag by the time that I start firing, and then basically he's gonna have 2 choices, burn his ammo or run away. Either way, I shoot him in the face and he dies. El Remedio, this is good for holding your ground. You throw it on the ground. And by the way, this and this, you can destroy the devices that generate these, but they're on the ground in the middle of a bunch of fog, so you can't even see them. So what's the point? So yeah, garbage. Fucking garbage. The Echelon are exceedingly fucking annoying. Not because they can go invisible. Invisibility's fine. It's a 10-second ability, which breaks if you fire, and is a 30-second cooldown. It's essentially garbage. It's good for 1 sheep flank. That's about it. But this is the real meat and potatoes of it. The Intel suit. It's literally wall hacks. Periodic sonar waves share positions of enemies around you. Default pulse tuning, right? This means that it shares it. Meaning, if you get tagged by this, oh, yeah, this guy can see you, and his teammates can see you too. Let's see, low profile. Your character does not appear on opponent's minimap regardless of action form, meaning you don't even have to use silencers with this class. You get to just run and gun as much as you want, and it doesn't matter. Not that the minimap even matters to begin with. And then there's the sonar goggles, which, again, lets them see through walls, but this time, instead of it being a pulse of just exposing you real quick, this is a continuous thing where they can perfectly see the silhouette of your body. And then they get a fucking 5.7 pistol, which one-shots you. No matter which class you're playing, one shot and you are immediately dead. You are immediately fucking dead. Is it any wonder people are playing only the Echelon and only the Libertad? Then there's DeadSec. Fuck these guys entirely, right? So there's Hijack, which hack enemy deployed abilities and make them your own. Nobody used this. Nobody has any incentive to use this. The only person that this would work against is if somebody put down a healing ability, like a healing ultimate, or a phantom shield ultimate, or something, or a phantom shield wall. Then you could hack that, I guess. But no one ever does, so fuck it. The spider bot is the thing you want, because you throw it out, it leads you to the nearest enemy, and it doesn't matter how far away they are. You throw this thing down, it will go find them. You follow them, this thing jumps on their face, stops them completely, and you get a free kill. This is a guaranteed kill every single life, right? Every, 30 seconds, you're getting a free kill? Let's see. After a device is deployed, the fabricator prints a new one. Meaning that, he gets better cooldowns. So he gets to do this spider-bot thing a lot. Then there's Lockout. Prevent enemies from using their ultimate and ultra abilities, or abilities and ultras in an area of effect. Meaning, it's an EMP that turns off all the fun gadgets, which is the only thing that makes this game not a blatant Call of Duty clone. Oh, you know what this game reminds me of? You know what this piece of shit game reminds me of? Dirty Bomb. I just aged some people watching this video if you remember Dirty Bomb. Dirty Bomb was from the developers of Brink, right? It was the guys that had worked on Brink, and Brink was a pretty fun game. It was a little bit fucked on its balance, but overall, very enjoyable, right? Dirty Bomb was not. They fucked it with some kind of microtransaction card system, and the balance was all out of whack, and even though the gunplay was really fun, that's it. But it was people that had super abilities, that had, different guns, different loadouts, whatever. Cool. But yeah, that's what this reminds me of. Wasted fucking potential is what it reminds me of. Okay. So, yeah. And, speaking of these. So, this is the XP boost for a weapon. Now, you might be thinking, why do I need a weapon XP boost? Because, one, they don't want to make a real content for the game, so they shove this into the Battle Pass to make it seem like it's more full. And two, because they make the grind for these weapons so goddamn long for these masteries that you basically are required to do those. And I am stunned. I'm actually amazed that they aren't selling you yet, keyword yet, because I know they would fucking try it if they could. I'm amazed they have not yet tried to sell people XP boosts. When the first season comes around, I don't doubt they will try some shit like that. Okay? But even worse is if they don't try something like that. If they don't sell it to you directly, guess what? That would mean all the XP and Battle Pass bonuses, all the bonus XP, which is a limited time thing, by the way, it's not just a flat increase. All of that would be stuck to the Battle Pass, which means that you would be required to spend a minimum of $7 and then earn them in order to use these. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make fucking sense. This game is a joke. It's a joke. Let's talk about the balance real quick before we go, before we just dip the fuck out and I uninstall this piece of shit. The balance is so fucked. The hit registration on a technical level is terrible. The optimization is terrible. This game, I have not had one smooth 60 FPS game since I started. I'm lucky if I can get 56. And that is not my hardware, okay? That is server side. That is the game's issue. That is bullshit that should not be in this game. Okay? Make the game work. It's not complicated. Okay? For fuck's sake, Call of Duty's been on, like, the same engine for 20 years, and you're telling me this shit doesn't work? Come on, man. Come on, you're bullshitting me here. You're absolutely bullshitting me. What it is you pack all these maps with baked-in lighting and reflections and shit that it does not need. You're making it process more things, okay? Unnecessary. But yeah, no. So the balance here, I mean the balance of it. DedSec you'll get annoyed with the spider bot occasionally, but that's just sort of a one-off gag. It's just sort of a gimmick, so you're not really going to run into it. If somebody's trying to sweat, they're not usually going to run DedSec. What you're going to run into is Libertad and Echelon. So if somebody wants to be slaying out, they'll go Echelon. If somebody wants to be, like, you know, standing their ground and not flanking you and just taking you head on no matter what fucking character you're playing, they're not scared of you. They know they can challenge you. Like, I've had Libertad guys walk right through my fire bombs because they know they can tank the damage. That is a bad setup for a healer. So, yeah, the Libertad guys, you're going to run into an even mixture of Libertad and Echelon, right? The Echelon is for the kids that want to feel all cool and milsim, I guess, and then the Libertad guys is just for the ultra sweats that want... It's the Call of Duty stim problem all over again. Remember when Call of Duty... one of the newer Modern Warfares, whichever fucking stupid one, I don't even keep track of this shit. At some point, one of them had a stim item in it, which would immediately start your health regen, right? And would basically get you back up to full health after a gunfight. Everyone ran it. Everyone had to run it. Because it was objectively the greatest piece of equipment. The Libertad are objectively, out of these groups, the best fucking class to play. Because you get so many options for healing, it's not even funny. Right? Not to mention, you can heal yourself, and then another one of your guys can heal next to you. And you get that bonus as well. They stack. It's unbelievable. Phantoms you will probably never see. You'll see them occasionally. You'll see it if somebody's having fun with the Blitz Shield, or if somebody's just maybe sniping. Usually you'll see this bitch. Was it Gorgon? You'll see this bitch sniping. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is, but everybody just picks her up and then goes sniping, going for quick scopes. I don't know why. But yeah, just for the shield wall, just so, like, they can peek at you, but you can't peek at them, and they can pop you real quick with a sniper. That's basically all these guys are ever going to do. The cleaners, you'll see these occasionally, right? Because people fall into the trap of thinking the cleaners can actually work, but the cleaner only works as well as the player using them. Cleaners are, like, are they dumb? Yes, their kit is dumb. It's a stupid kit. It's just throw out firebomb, throw out incinerator drone, get free damage off of incendiary rounds, get, you know, purifier just soaking the area in fire, right? Is it a dumb kit? Yes. Is it an unskilled kit? No. Because you still have to be in the right place at the right time with these abilities. You don't have to think with Phantoms. You just throw the wall in front of you and then shoot somebody in the face. That's it. Libertad, you don't have to think at all. You just shoot people in the face. That's it. Echelon, you wall hack somebody and then you shoot them in the face. That's it. DedSec, you wait for the spider bot to fry somebody's brain and then you shoot them in the face. That's it. And that's it. That's it for the fucking breakdown here, guys. This is a dog shit product from Ubisoft. I know. You know, who would have guessed? But I'm just so fucking tired, man. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the shooter genre. The only thing now they could really bring it back, I haven't gotten deep in a Predecessor that much, but there's another game like Predecessor coming out from Valve that is going to be a MOBA type game of like creeps going down lanes, third person hero shooter type of thing, right? Cool. I'm all for that. Why? Because Valve makes bangers, alright? They don't work on too many games, but the ones they've made, they knock it out of the park every fucking time. It's great. We love it. But yeah, no, this game is dog shit, and it's the final nail in the coffin for Ubisoft. This was their last chance for me. I mean, I already checked out of the Assassin's Creed series. I already checked out of the Far Cry series. Christ. They just... I mean, I don't even know. Skull and Bones, that was another shit one. And I was never going to spend a cent in this game to begin with, by the way. I never had intentions of that, and you shouldn't either. Nobody should. When you go into a free-to-play game, the thought of giving them money should come after playing the game. It should not be, oh yeah, I'm going to play this game for a while. Let me support the developers. No. You should support the developers after playing for a while. Because I've seen people spending money on this. They're spending money on DedSec. They're spending money on store skins. for a game that's going to be dead in a month. What does it matter, dude? This game is fucking gone in a month. I mean, 3 months tops, right? Let's say in a month they do their first season, and then, or the end of this week they start their first season. I give it like 3 months. That is the on the outset. I mean, if they somehow fixed all of the problems I just listed, if they somehow fixed the balance issues, if they fixed the story issues, if they fixed every fucking issue I just listed with this game, everything, right? Then they would have 3 months instead of 1 month. But people would still get tired of this game. They still would stop playing it. Why? We have other games to play. We have other things other than shooters to play, right? We have been burned by the likes of extraction shooters and battle royales and the saturation of that market, right? The reason the BR became popular in the first place is because shooters were on a downslope. Battlefield had started sucking. Call of Duty had started sucking. And then battle royales showed up. And people like those. And now those are starting to suck. It's the cycle, man. It's the cycle. What we're due for now is third-person action shooter games, right? Games like what Valve's developing, right? Games like Gears of War, Army of Two, Speed Freaks. The Warhammer 40,000 game Speed Freaks, right? That's technically a third-person shooter, even though it's a bunch of orcs driving around in cars, blowing each other up. Like, that's still technically a third-person shooter. It's not a third-person cover shooter, but it's a third-person shooter. Like, no. XDefiant is dog shit. It's fucking dog shit. So yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. So I'm going to uninstall that now. And yeah, if you guys want a good game to play that runs beautifully and is super fun, that just came out into its beta, this is coming out later this year, Speed Freaks, that's also going to be a free-to-play game, mind you. At least, fairly certain it is. Fairly certain. Will it be free? Let's Google that so I don't look like an idiot. But yeah, that is... XDefiant is dog shit. It belongs in the gutter. If I was any of the developers, I would start crafting like apologies to the gaming community. Try to win some of your goodwill back for us, because if I see your name on any future games, I'm not going to trust it, because you took my trust and you betrayed it. I would be embarrassed to have my name on that game, right? Oh, I made this cool piece of art or whatever. You know what I feel bad for? Let's see, Speed Freaks. So I don't know the release date, but is it gonna be like a upcoming free to play? Like, what are they saying here? What exactly is Steam saying? Are they saying it's gonna be free or not? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be free with the way it seems to be structured, with like a possible store and a battle pass in the future. It seems to be free. But no, this game's fantastic. I was playing the fuck out of this. This is why I'm recording this at like 1 in the morning, because I got done playing this at like midnight, 12:30, something like that. Oh man. But, no, let's see. Speed Freaks, it's going in open beta, right? So, open beta today. It is going to be free to play. So, if you guys want a free to play shooter game that's actiony, that's fun, that runs like a dream, absolutely optimized, Speed Freaks. You can turn all the graphics in the game down to the lowest possible settings, and it looks exactly the same. It looks exactly the same. You're losing nothing, and you're gaining frame rate if you have a mid-tier rig. But yeah, no, that's it. I've had better like play sessions of 76 lately than I had of XDefiant, and I only played that for 7 hours. What kind of clown world am I living in where I'm having a good time running around shooting things in Fallout 76 for no reason, just grinding the season pass in there, and I haven't spent a fucking cent on 76 outside of the initial purchase price. And then meanwhile, not to mention, 76 has atrocious store as well. Fuck that shit. But yeah, no. Definitely, I would highly recommend Speed Freaks. And it's not like a controller-based vehicle game, right? It is much like Crossout. It is driving around, looking behind you, so mouse and keyboard, very encouraged. But yeah. Yeah, XDefiant, it's dog shit. The shooter genre is, for all intents and purposes right now, fucking dead. There's nothing to play. I mean, the best thing you're going to find right now is BattleBit Remastered. That's it. That's basically your only option. There's just nothing. There's nothing that can hold my interest, or it seems anyone else's interest, because nobody cares. Nobody cares anymore. It's just all bad. Gaming has gone so fucking downhill. It's disgusting. We can't catch a break, man. We just can't catch a break. Anyway, that is it for the stream. Or the stream. God, I've been streaming too much. Also, yeah, apologies for not playing Yakuza 3 tonight. I just said fuck it. I was chilling. Speed Freaks beta came out. I was like, fuck it, let's do that. And there you go. But that'll be back soon. You know, sometime. I don't know if it'll be, you know, the night that you see this video go up. Maybe that night. Maybe the next night. I don't know. But it'll be sometime the next 3 days. You know, I'll get back to it. I just gotta plan it in my brain of like when. You know. Anywho, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then do the usual. Like, subscribe, check out my streams, and I will see you guys in the next video. Reaper the Rager, signing off.